Us now is UFC bantamweight Valentina Shevchenko. Hi, Valentina. How are you?
Hello, George. I'm fine, and you?
Good, thank you. Thanks for joining us here again on the MMA Junkie Radio Show. I got Goes with me as well. We're happy to have you. Valentina, it looks like you had some nice R&R, rest and relaxation out in Hawaii.
Yeah, we have very good trip. My sister Antonina, her fight and land fight, it was cancelled because of her opponent could not make medical commissions. That's why we reschedule our itinerary. We went to Hawaii. It was very beautiful and nice there.
Yeah, I saw you went fishing and hiking and just got to enjoy the beautiful Hawaiian weather. But what was the biggest fish you caught?
It was big tuna, and it was very, very beautiful fishing. It's very amazing experience. I really enjoy, and we caught each one for a few fishes, and then we make very traditional dish of Hawaii. It's named poke from tuna fish. I like it, and since then it's one of our favorite dishes.
I was wondering if any of that was going to turn into some Peruvian ceviche. You know how to prepare that one?
For sure. We know how to prepare ceviche. We know how to prepare chupe de camarones.
Yeah.
And we try to collect different dishes from different places over the whole world. And then when we meet with our friends, we're trying to surprise them.
Because have you noticed that Valentina is able to learn almost anything? Because if you watch her on the social media, she's doing the fishing, and it looked like you only have to explain it once, and she's good.
Yeah.
Same thing with the ceviche. She probably didn't have to get many lessons there. But where I noticed it was on that trip to JBLE, and they were showing her, as far as how to take apart a gun and put it together, and then shoot the stuff. Even the stuff that she knew, she was just adding to the knowledge. So you have a very good ability to listen and take in the information and put it to practice. You don't need very many lessons.
Yes, this is and especially all the things I very like to do it, especially with the guns, because we are competing with Antonina and in defensive shooting. That's why all these things about guns, about training with the guns, I really enjoy doing it. That's why when I see something new, I very open for new experiences.
Like if I owned a bar, and I had a lot of money and Valentina was done fighting, I bet you I could turn her into the best bartender. I'd say, here's how you make
20 minutes.
Here's how you make 20 different drinks, and she would get it, and by the end of the night, it would be a clean bar. The tip bar would be full. Obviously, if we have any problems, she can defend herself, but I really feel like you can teach her almost anything.
No, I totally agree with that.
Yeah.
I feel like at the base, if they said...
George, why it's never happened?
Why?
Because every time I very put everything for my spirit in there, only in things what I enjoy and I really love. It's like martial arts, guns, dancing, kitchen, cuisine, different like this. That's why I really put myself in there and trying every time to be better and better. But some things that I not enjoying like this, I maybe will pass it.
Oh, okay. All right.
There you go.
Well, all right. So here's how I want to tie everything in, because when we were interviewing Valentina, and she heard it from other outlets as well, people kept saying, what about the ground game? What about the ground game? What about the ground game? And she kept saying, I'm a complete martial artist. If you looked at Valentina's record, she didn't have very many submissions as of late. But again, going back to, if you're teaching her something and she's training in it, guess what? It may happen in the fight. Whether it's a new attack with a spinning elbow or something to do with the ground or a judo throw, it may be played out. And what that's called is, have you heard of people that have the memory that's photographic memory?
Yeah.
Okay. Her and BJ Penn. BJ Penn's another guy I've heard that have what's called photographic memory, but to do with not like remembering an image or a word or anything like that, but remembering some sort of a
sequence.
A sequence, right? A physical sequence. You don't have to teach them many times, and they get that. I think that's what Valentina has. I don't know if that's ever been proven, but I know BJ Penn's another guy. You can teach him this is how you throw a jab, and he'll be throwing a jab that night perfectly.
No, I think you said it perfectly. I completely agree. I feel like on the base when we were seeing those helicopters or the Raptor, if she would have just went, how's this work again? She would have been taken off like in 30 minutes.
Exactly. Yeah. So.
And George, also I can tell you about the ground game. I was doing more MMA since like 2002, but the reason, like I was explaining, and every time I tell them, from 2002 till 2006, I was very active in competing in MMA and Muay Thai. And that time I had a lot of like victories by submission. And but the reason why I didn't compete since 2006, it was very difficult to find opponent, and that's why we was focused more and in like striking in stand-up game. But since 2010, we again start to compete in MMA and Muay Thai together. That's why in UFC, people, like before the last fight, they couldn't see my fights on the ground, but it's every time it doesn't matter that I don't do it. It was just the right moment, right place, and that's why this is the reason. It's not like I learned some techniques in maybe in 1 year and it's technique work. It was not like this because I do MMA many years. I started to do it many years ago.
Valentina Shevchenko, our guest here on MMA Junkie Radio. All right, goes. What do you have for Valentina?
Well, Valentina, we just spent about 5 minutes talking about the things that you're really good at. Can you share something? Because I was even thinking, like, when we went bowling, was she bad? But no, she was good at that, too.
She was pretty good
so
at that.
what, is there something out there that you're not good at, that you, not because you don't like doing it, but just because you're just not good at it?
Really, and bowling, it was my very first time to play in this game. It was the first time my practice.
Wow, she beat me too.
She beat you?
Yeah. I feel worse.
Can you play instruments? Can you play the piano or anything?
A few time ago, since we was first time when we was to travel on the travel to Hawaii for the first time, it was in 2014, and I really enjoy and I really like ukulele, Hawaiian guitar. And since then, I start to practice like a little bit. I cannot put all my time to practice playing ukulele because of training everything. But like step by step, I'm learning to play ukulele, and for now it's everything good. And in future, I hope I will do it like in perfection.
Very cool. Valentina, let's talk a little bit about Amanda Nunes. In the last fight, a lot of people felt like at the end of the fight, the last round, you won that round. Do you feel like you're carrying that momentum into this next fight?
It will be not only this moment, it will be everything. Since that fight, I spent a lot of time like training and changing my plan games, changing my rhythm for MMA fights. So, and each fight that I spent after the fight with Amanda, with Holly, and with Juliana, it's make me more stronger. That's why it will be totally different, and it will be very good fight, because I will put all my heart on that to win it and do everything like the best like that I can.
Do you feel that she's changed a lot since the last time you guys have fought as a fighter?
I think for each people, like each experience, it's made any like change. That's why maybe yes, but it's difficult to say because all her fights it was ending very fast, and we could not see a lot of fights. But what I can say, it's very dangerous opponent. That's why I have to train in like triple times more, and I will do it because it doesn't matter. I was fighting every time with the best ones, and this is like what I want, and I want this title, and I will do everything to win it.
After your last fight, they brought Amanda into the cage, and you had the opportunity to look into her eyes. And at times it seemed like she was very emotional, very upset. Can you maybe talk a little bit about how you interpreted her emotions that night?
Oh, that night it's difficult to analyze this because it was after my victory, and was like emotion inside me. Like after every victory that you can have, you're feeling so great, so high. That's why like nothing can stop you. And but I think it was very good because when she was in the octagon inside, I knew that it will be done. Our next fight it will be for sure. So it's just a matter of time and date.
Well, that's what I was going to ask you. You had heard they were going to fight, that you two were going to fight possibly in April, and then that fight didn't happen. And then recently she tweeted that she would like to fight you in Rio de Janeiro in early June, I think June 3rd, which would be UFC 212. And you replied to her, hey, it didn't happen in April, which is, that was, I guess, one opportunity that was presented to both of you. And so now you've made you kind of readjusted your life in terms of, personal things, vacations and family, friends, stuff like that. So it sounds like you declined the one in Brazil. So my next question would be, it sounds like July is what you were saying. Have you heard anything since then?
Like when she declined this fight in April, she was saying to UFC that she will be out for like some time and she will not back till July, like all this stuff. And of course, I was planning my itinerary, everything, my schedule, to be busy before the July. But then she changed her mind, and now we are speaking about the date. And I think soon we will have something. But I think my manager, Roger, her managers, they are speaking with UFC, and soon we will have a date, and we both will put all our power in the training, and we'll do a very great fight together.
When do you want to fight?
Anytime in July, I'm ready. Anytime.
Okay. Now, in July, there's International Fight Week here in Las Vegas. There's 3 fight cards back to back to back at the T-Mobile Arena. So that's one opportunity. And then in California, in Anaheim, California, there's a pay-per-view as well. That's July 29th. Do you have any preference towards early part of July in Vegas or later part of July, possibly in California?
For me, all July is good. That's why not much preference. I think it will be great. It doesn't matter where, because the fight, it's the fight. And I not focus on the place. I'm focused on the opponent.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Well, I guess, are you technically on vacation right now? Should we say go back to enjoying your vacation, or what are you doing now? Have you started a mini camp?
Actually, this is, all people say like, okay, Valentina, you're in Hawaii, you're in vacation. But it's not like this, because all my life, this is my lifestyle. A lot of traveling to go here, there, explore places, explore everything. This is how I used to live every time. And this was like trip to Hawaii. We was there. We was going there to the gym. We was training there. Or of course, we spent a very good time on the beach and make life complete. That's why for me it's not like I was training, and then one time, okay, I'm in vacation. No, this is my lifestyle, and I really enjoy to have this kind of life, to have this opportunity to make travels, to meet new people, to meet new places, and every time to find any place where I can train in and do any sparring or roll with some new opponents, new sparring partners. It's every time very good for your level. It's make you a little bit better every time.
Very cool. Well, I hope to see you in July, either in Vegas or in California. I have a feeling it'll be one of those. And thank you so much for doing the interview as always.
George, the most important thing that after the Hawaii, we went to Los Angeles, and then I met my favorite fighter of all time.
Oh, Benny.
Benny,
yeah.
Yes, it was my I wanted to do it during many years, because every time when people was asking who is your favorite fighter, every time it's Benny the Jet Urquidez, and finally I could see him, I could shake his hand, we had lunch, so it was very good month for me, very was filled with very good emotions, very good energy, and with this kind of energy, I'm ready to start my training camp and put all my heart and everything for next fight and do all my best